Many aspects of Islamic banking are no different from conventional banking. However, one has to have an understanding of Islamic principles to appreciate how different Islamic banking is.
So when we talk about Islamic banking, Islamic finance as a system which follows the Sharia, it actually follows the branch of Sharia law which is commercial in nature.
Dr. Taha Ahmed Kasule, a consultant and lecturer of Islamic finance at the Islamic University in Uganda, and Dr. Sulaiman Luja, a manager of Islamic banking at the Tropical Bank, are both experts on Islamic banking.
Money charged on money is called interest, and the money charged on a commodity is called what? Is called profit. So ours is interest free. By the way, Islam prohibits interest,
which we call riba in Islam, is not supposed to be, or Islam prohibits it. We should not take loans or incur debts which are based on a return out of exchange of money.
Tropical Bank is one of the commercial banks that have embraced the system and are currently waiting for a license from Bank of Uganda.
Of course, we shall have to charge a markup, a small markup. That is why I'm in business. But that markup doesn't need to be increased and increased over and over time.
Recently, religious leaders under the Uganda Joint Christian Council voiced their concerns about government's plans to operationalize the Islamic banking system in Uganda.
Pope Benedict XVI came out with a landmark statement. He said the ethical principles on which Islamic finance is based may bring banks closer to their clients and to the true spirit which should mark every financial service.
The system prohibits charging interest on borrowed funds, but it allows the bank to make a profit on a fixed rate over the repayment period.
We buy a house from the market, we put a markup, as you have said, 18%, then we sell the house to you. So you are going to service this, this facility. It will be 18 from the start of the facility until the end.
When there is land at Chibuli, and that piece of land has been sold to the bank must take its ownership entirely, including the transfer of titles. Then after that, the bank can now sell to you JJINGO.
As opposed to conventional banking, the expert further explained that Islamic banking allows the lender and the borrower to share profits and losses.
When we make money in the business, we share the profit. Or if there is a loss rather than profit, we also share the profit, the loss.
Under the system, the bank deals in asset financing of a product instead of direct lending to a client.
For example, you want a car for 10 million and you have only 1 million. I can come and make a top-up of 9 million. We do partnership, we partner. Such that my partnership or my ownership in that partnership will be diminishing along the time.
It could be tractors for farmers. It could be trucks for people wanting to transport, or people who are making roads and something like that. So they need certain equipment. So you come to the bank, you tell the bank that I want to purchase this particular asset from the vendor X. The bank will buy that particular asset.
In order to access Islamic financing, one must ensure that he or she will not invest the money into activities prohibited by Islam.
Maisir means gambling. All right? So there should not be any type of activity in the Islamic banking or in Islamic financial system where people generate money out of gambling activities.
According to the experts, Government of Uganda will be the biggest beneficiary of Islamic financing from the Islamic Development Bank.
It has benefited tremendously from Islamic Development Bank because it's a development bank for OIC member countries. So quite often, they actually finance without expectation for return. They simply give you because it is part of their duty as a development bank to help develop.
Because it is a new concept in Uganda, the Islamic University in Uganda will in November this year produce its first graduates with degrees in Islamic banking and finance. JJINGO FRANCIS, NTV.